Oh, hi. Welcome to the Wake.Show. I am Fisher. Check. Make sure everything's working this morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. And we've got an interesting show for you today. How interesting? It's going to be short and sweet for a couple reasons. One, we've got a lot of work to do around here. And let's see here. Let's switch some cameras up. I can see if I got a good shot. We're moving stuff around again today. Moving stuff around again today and rearranging the studio. If you're like, Fish, why, man? I feel like you guys are switching things up every couple 3 weeks. First of all, it hasn't been every two or 3 weeks, but it has been quite a bit. And it has a lot to do with we feel like anyway that we're innovating. You know that what the lane that we are creating, the new pie that we're baking. Is I don't say it's we think that potentially it's something that has never been done before. And you're like, what are you talking about, buddy? There's all kinds of live streaming radio shows, Facebook Live stuff, YouTube channels, what do they call them? Podcasts, that is only a portion of what we're doing here, and we have high aspirations, and so the long and short of it is, I come from radio. You have radio, you have television, you have print, and as it stands right now, but we think that we are onto something, that if we do this right, it isn't just about the Wake.Show, but about other things that would come along with it, that we are going to be part of that group of people, because we do know there's others out there right now that are going to basically create a new lane. And so hopefully we get out in front of that and it pays off for us big time. But as along the way, as we're trying to figure this stuff out, we are, we're just trying to figure it out. So we're going to move around the studio again today and reconfigure it. We think we're finally getting to the point where we know what we're doing, or we know what we want, I should say. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's been very awkward when the guests have been coming in here, and it has to do with the, I've been setting them way across the room, and the reason that we started there is because of how we had it originally, which, Jonny Torres was running everything from the other side of the room, and we go back and forth and this and that. But we think we come up with a good configuration for all parties involved. And I'm going to work on that. This is going to be a short show today, and so that's one of the reasons is why I got to work on that. And I was supposed to come in here this morning and do it before the show, but for some reason I just couldn't get going this morning. And not only that, but so I go to prep like normal, put together some stuff for the show. And here's the first thing I click on today. All right, here's the first thing that I click on. Man dies after being sucked into MRI, police say. And this is coming from foxnews.com. And as soon as I said the headline, I went, that's it. I'm done. I don't even want to, I don't want to click on anything else today. Not because I want to spend all morning on the story. It's because it depressed me immediately, and I just didn't need that. I didn't want that today. So here's the details of it. Just very quickly. A 32-year-old man died in a freak accident in India after being sucked into an MRI machine Saturday night. This guy carried an oxygen container into the room, right, with an active MRI scanner. Its magnetic forces dragged him in to the machine. That's when the oxygen cylinder apparently broke, emitting fatal concentrations of liquid oxygen that he inhaled. And then there you go. So I went, you know what? Screw this. There's other things we can talk about this morning. There's other more important things we can talk about this morning. Not only that, but I started clicking and going over more things. God bless it. Hi, and welcome to the Wake.Show. I'm Fisher, and for those of you that were watching on a YouTube or Periscope, well, good for you, because I didn't hit go live on Facebook. So hi Facebook, and welcome. Let me. I would say I want to start over, but here's what you missed. This is going to be a short and sweet show. today because I've just got some other work to do, and I just because I'm not feeling it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done today, and when the first story that I clicked on was a story about a guy being dragged into an MRI and dying, and that was it. I just clicked off. I said I don't want to look at another news story today. But Fish, that's what you do. You consume all the news of the day, and then you help us digest it. Yeah, not today. Sorry about that. And not only that, but just a little FYI. That's the future of this show. Which is the next couple of weeks. We're working on the infrastructure. No, we're working on the, I guess the graphics and whatnot that go along with it. But we're very excited. I don't know did I bring this up yesterday? Did I talk about this yesterday? We're very excited that we've figured out a direction that we want to go with this show. And if you might be a little confused. I thought we had a direction. I thought we knew exactly what was going on around here. Kind of. We know that we're in the right space. We know that we're in the right place at the right time. But if you look at it this way, like we knew that if we got a ship up and running, like built a ship and got it up and running, and just got it out in the water, that we didn't have to know exactly where were we going. We just like get the ship up, get it out in the water, and then we'll figure out our destination from there. And so that's kind of where we've been. And so we've just, grabbing the headlines of the day, talking a little bit about that and bringing in guests and so on and so forth. But starting here the next week or the week after, we'll have some direction, some focus that we're very, very excited about. And the Wake.Show will become the Wake.Show that me, Cords, Jonny, Torres, and the other people here at Bake More Pies envisioned from the very beginning. So excited about that. Hey, John Sweeney. Good morning, buddy. How are you doing? Also, I was hoping to look over and see Elliot on here this morning because I know that he and his son have come down with a little bit of something, and hopefully everything is going all right. Nothing worse than when your kids, your little one's down and you're down. Put down if it's the flu they got or what's ailing them, but hopefully everything's going to be okay. Let's see. So I hit go live a little bit late on Facebook, so you missed all the beginning there. The guy gets dragged into an MRI. Did you guys see that story this morning? It's happened in Mumbai, in India. But a guy had an oxygen tank, right? And he walks into the MRI room, and the magnets from the MRI sucked him in. That his oxygen tank, then something happened to that and released all like the liquid oxygen that he then inhaled or something. I don't know, something ridiculous. And the guy died. Good, man. It's good to hear, John. So like I was saying, this is going to be a very short show today, and the reason being is because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang up, or I don't know what this is called, in the stream here in just a few minutes and get to work in here because, and I maybe I should have set up a bigger shot, but I'm rearranging things again. For those of you that are like, oh, seriously, don't you guys like moving around that studio every couple of weeks? It may seem like that, but it hasn't been every couple of weeks. We have done it quite a few times, though. But really, because we're trying to feel things out around here, that's why we're doing this the way we're doing this. And so the original setup of this room, which worked out okay when Jonny Torres was here, was everything was on one side of the room, and I was on another side of the room, and it's just kind of what we did. Well, when Jonny left the show, then I brought everything over here, as you can see around me now. And this is kind of the way we've been doing things. We've moved things around a little bit here, but we're trying to find like the best angles, the best way to do this. And we stumbled on it. We think we figured it out anyway. So we're going to move it around again, bring everything. So it'll be a little bit more guest friendly, because I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but when the guests are in here, we've had this set up the same way that when Jonny was here. So they're halfway across the room. I mean, all the way across the room, and it's just kind of awkward. So we're going to move things around and get a little bit closer. And then the blackness. All right, see, let's get that shot there. All the blackness on the walls. Well, that's been like that for a reason, because we're waiting on a couple of kind of waiting for something and to kind of see the direction we want to go with the way this is going to decorate. Because the way we look at this now is like our cave. It is like a cave up here, and it's really, really cool. And we have some neat ideas for our cave, and so we'll start putting that in place as well in the coming. I mean, really, the next week or two. So with that. I think that's it. I think I just wanted to say hello, kind of give you an update about what's going on around here, and then just shut it down because there's a lot of work to do, and I'm anxious about it. I'm nervous because I got to make sure that every wire I pull, I know exactly where it's going. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts around here, and then I don't know. Are you guys? And I'll tell you another reason why I'm anxious. It's because of all the stuff I have to do afterwards. I have to run back up to Land O'Lakes, where I'm house sitting, take care of their dog up there, then grab my dogs, clean up the house because I've been house sitting for 4 days, and then head all the way back to St. Pete, get my equipment, head out to Boulevard Burgers for trivia night, and then I may have to go all the way back to Land O'Lakes later on tonight, back to Pasco County. Depending on whether or not my wife and her family can fly out, because they were supposed to, they're in New York for some family stuff, and they got snow last night. She said they were supposed to get a half an inch. They ended up getting 6 inches. I'm like, are you sure they didn't say half a foot? But it's still snowing, so they're not sure whether or not they're going to be able to fly out tonight. So, and the reason that gives me anxiety is because of traffic. I can't stand it. I can't. The thought of being trapped on the Suncoast, the Veterans, the 275, anywhere along the way, I hate it. And for those of you that do it every single day, twice a day, God love you. I don't know. I guess probably if I were to had to do that every single day, then you probably get used to it, somewhere along the way. But yeah. Make a maroon background. Maroon. Why maroon, John? Here's what I will tell you what we're thinking. For some of it anyway, is a shiplap. And, first of all, it looks cool. You bring in that brown. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter what color we paint it. But yeah, I guess the shiplap could be maroon. What do you want, maroon? You want to throw gold on it too? You a Seminole, are you? But so some shiplap and some shelving and put, tchotchkes and stuff like that up there. Just, add a little dimension. We only got a half an inch of snow in Brooklyn. They're out, I want to say Long Island is where they are. I'm not 100% sure, Long Island. So you guys got a half an inch and they got a half a foot. I don't know how that happens. Goes good with black. Oh, the maroon goes good. No. The black will go away. The black will pretty much go away. We're going to cover all that up. That's just kind of been there for now. Well, John, you have a wonderful day there in Brooklyn. And I'm going to go ahead and rearrange. Maybe what I'll do before I get out of here, that's what I'll do, because I'll spend the next couple of hours rearranging all this stuff. And before I get out of here, we'll go live again. I'll set up a camera so you'll see the new shot. And kind of get your opinion there, see what you guys think about it. So enjoy the next couple of hours. I'll talk to you in a few minutes as the Wake.Show continues to evolve, continues to grow. Thank you.